You'd think finding a hidden camera in your own bedroom would feel dramatic, like a scene from a serial. It doesn't. It feels quiet and cold, like the ground under the whole house has shifted and you're the only one who's noticed. This is a dramatized, composite story, not a real reported case, but the pattern shows up often enough in Indian joint families that it's worth telling properly. Call her Ananya. Married 2 years, living on the first floor of her in-laws' house in a mid-sized city, the arrangement her husband's family had insisted on since the wedding. The tension had always been there under the surface. Her mother-in-law walked into the room without knocking. Commented on what time Ananya woke up, what she wore around the house. Small things you tell yourself aren't worth a fight. Until one afternoon, dusting the wall clock, Ananya noticed it was mounted slightly crooked and had never once been wound or had its battery changed. She didn't confront anyone that day. She searched online, found a hidden camera detector app on the Play Store, free, plus a cheap RF signal detector for around 600 rupees on Amazon India, and swept the room quietly at night. The detector lit up steady, 3 inches from the clock face. Not a clock mechanism inside. A lens. Here's what most people get wrong the moment they find something like this. The instinct is to smash it immediately, right there, in anger. Honestly, that's the worst possible move. The device is your only physical evidence, and the moment it's destroyed, it becomes her word against yours in front of the entire family. So she did the unglamorous thing instead. She photographed the clock in place from 3 angles, time-stamped, before touching anything, and only then unscrewed it to confirm the camera and its memory card. Under Indian law, installing a camera in a space like a bedroom without consent falls under voyeurism and privacy violation provisions in the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, a criminal offense, not just a family matter to be settled quietly. Second thing people get wrong, they assume the husband either knew or is automatically an ally. Real families are messier. When Ananya showed her husband the photos and the detector reading, his first reaction was to ask if she was overreacting. That, honestly, is more common than a clean, immediate "I believe you," and it's worth preparing for emotionally before you show anyone anything. The resolution wasn't a shouting match. It was an FIR filed at the local police station with the device and photographs as evidence, and a call to the Women's Helpline 181 for guidance on the next steps. No arrest made headlines, no dramatic courtroom scene, just an official complaint on record, and a clear written boundary that unsupervised access to that room was over, backed by law, not just by an argument. 2 months later, Ananya and her husband had moved into their own rented flat. The marriage survived. The relationship with his mother didn't, not the way it was before, but it survived as something smaller and safer. If you take one thing from this, evidence outlasts emotion every time, and knowing what a family court and an FIR can actually do matters more than any confrontation. We tell stories like this and the real law behind them every day. Subscribe if you want both.